Just wanted to say a few words first at the top of the show this afternoon, if you will allow me. As a County Monaghan man and as someone from Monaghan Town and a member of the Monaghan Harps Club, I just wanted to say a few words about what has been an unbelievably tough and incredibly sombre week in the county, it has to be said, and indeed the town and across the GAA world. It was this day last week that a lot of us woke up to a text that didn't quite make sense, text nobody wanted to read. That the 19-year-old Monaghan Harps player and the county under-20 captain Brendán Óg Ó Dufaigh had been tragically killed in a road accident on his way home from leading his county to an Ulster under-20 final. Ogie played with his usual courageous captain's performance in that match, and put his heart on the line for his county, as he always did. And what happened just a few hours later didn't make sense at the time, still doesn't make sense, and never will really make sense. And as Ogie's father Brendan said at the graveside in Latlerkin Cemetery in Monaghan on Wednesday, it's a burden his family will carry for the rest of their lives. The love and admiration people had for Ogie was obvious in his life. It was clear he was a shining light and focus of entertainment in his family. He was a leader on the pitch at Charles Gavin Duffy Park for Monaghan Harps, in the green and white, the jersey of which is behind me. He was a leader in the white and blue of Monaghan as well for the Ulster Minor winning team in 2018, and of course for the under-20s as well this year. Not just that, he was a loyal and inspirational figure for all of his friends, and they were friends be it through GAA, through hunting, through fishing, through his work with Kingspan, through his love of cars, through his former schoolmates at Colossia Oriel in Monaghan Town as well. I've never seen a funeral like it in Monaghan Town, and I don't think I ever will again. You'll see the mass brochure behind me here in studio today, and there's photos of Ogie adorning the front and back. The streets in Monaghan Town on Wednesday for that funeral mass were lined with thousands upon thousands of people to see Ogie off on his final journey from his home to St McCartan's Cathedral and then on to Latlerkin Cemetery in Monaghan. People there to see him off, but also to be there for his family and to rally around them is just an unimaginably difficult time. I can't even begin to fathom what his family are going through at the moment. Ogie's father, Brendan Senior, who's a principal at Colossia Oriel in Monaghan Town, spoke at his graveside for 10 minutes after the burial, and I still have goosebumps thinking about it, because how he was able to speak with such eloquence and dignity and grace, given what he's going through, it's just beyond me, to be honest. The words escape me. He spoke about young people looking after themselves, looking after each other. He spoke about what Ogie meant to their family, and tragically he spoke about the phone call he got from Ogie as he was getting in his car at Cloughan at the Monaghan GAA Centre of Excellence after that match, to order him a Chinese, and sadly that Chinese takeaway sat on the kitchen table for 3 or 4 days because Ogie never made it home. He spoke about young people, as I said, looking after themselves. The county under-20 manager Andy Callan spoke very candidly as well about Ogie's leadership. He said he got on the bus to go to Brewster Park in Enniskillen last Friday night and took a seat beside Michael Hamill, the youngest or newest member of the under-20s panel, to welcome him to the team, to make him feel comfortable in that journey up, and to just show the leadership that a captain shows. The presence of mind to do that at 19 years of age as a captain. His former manager, of course, for that Ulster Minor winning team in 2018, Banty McEnany, and his current Monaghan Harps senior team manager, Paddy Kelly, joined Joe on this show, Off the Ball, on Tuesday night before Ogie was laid to rest the following morning. And look, they shared some great characters about the kind of person he was, and the tributes that have come in nationwide, I'm sure will at some point be some sort of comfort, source of comfort for his family. Ogie was a generational talent on the pitch. It's easy to say that, and a lot of people, when a young person dies in tragic circumstances, they often say what they would have gone on to do, and it can almost sound cliched at times, but Ogie captained Monaghan to an Ulster minor title. He should be this week captaining Monaghan towards an Ulster under-20 title, and he would undoubtedly have at some point in the future captained Monaghan to a senior Ulster title. He was a lovable, cheeky kind of fella off the pitch, the life of the party, as Banty McEnany said during the week, and he was a modest young man as well, who was a role model for his peers, and wise far beyond his years, it has to be said. Often said in moments like this as well, and has been said in recent days, that sport doesn't matter, and for sure Ogie's death and the days over the last week or so have certainly put things in perspective for us, and we've all learned what's really important: family, friends, keeping those we love close to us. But I would argue sport matters now more than ever. Ogie loved football, and to see the way the GAA and sporting communities have rallied around together in support of each other, and in support, more importantly, of Ogie's family in the last week, has quite honestly been a beautiful thing to watch in such a tragic time. And look, my thoughts are with Ogie's parents, Brendan and Esther, his sisters Claire and Anya, his wider family and friends, and all who knew him well. So rest in peace, Ogie. Ní bheidh a lehéad a rí seán.